My fellow guards and I stood in a line behind the accused man from Nazareth. It was a strange night, a strange trial. Something about it left me deeply troubled. I couldn't shake it. As a Jew and a servant of the high priest, I too became furious when the prisoner made his blasphemous claims. But I was even more astonished at the immediate fury of our normally dignified leaders. Their faces were contorted with hatred. A number of them left their seats and crowded around Jesus. Abandoning any pretense of respectability, several elders spat at him. As they shoved him and hit him, I looked away. This man was defenseless, about to die. Yes, he was guilty, but their cruelty went beyond how a ruthless master might even treat his own disobedient dog. What was going on here? And they didn't just physically torment him. They then mocked Jesus' supposed messianic identity as he bowed his head in silence and submission. Prophet of God, give us a prophecy you can fulfill right now amongst us. If you are the Messiah and the Son of God, you will certainly have the power to know who it is that has just hit you. Surely you know the things your eyes can't see. Now, I'm not pretending to be familiar with all the nuances and finer points of the Jewish law. People know I've certainly drunk more than my fair share of wine, and I've told too many vulgar jokes. Still, as I watched the mockery and the violence inflicted on this unresisting victim, I wondered, how? How is this befitting of the high priests of the Almighty God? Does Yahweh call us to this kind of abuse? Just who is innocent and who is guilty here? Who is taking the lightness, the holiness of God? In this moment, my respect and sympathy for Jesus grew as he submitted to this barbarous display with a sort of royal dignity. I watched, and I thought of the words that I'd learned in my boyhood. They crept back into my thoughts. Many bulls surround me. Strong bulls of Bashan encircle me. Roaring lions tear their prey. They open their mouths wide against me. In response, it was silence, not rash words or self-defense that Jesus offered. No surprise that the council took his passivity as proof that he wasn't the Messiah. Certainly angels would have come to rescue the true Holy One from such abuse. But I wondered. Yes, I wondered. None of us saw it then, but much began to become clear in the preaching of his disciple, Peter of Capernaum. In our irreverent bullying, Jesus was fulfilling the Psalms, the prophets, and his own predictions that he would suffer here on earth. God's continued plan moved forward despite the elders' brutish behavior. It seems that none of the events of that night occurred by accident.